Hello fellow roboticists, and welcome back to Roadcraft, where I have completed 8 out of 11 objectives and only have 3 remaining. And this time I'll try to do the objectives. Loading complete. Okay, where was I? I had parked the vehicle on the side of the road. New main objective, turning on the lights. Like this. Look. This is what it was like. This is what it will be like after the objective. Route failed. Where's the route? This. It's fine. This is also fine. Therefore, it's all fine. Whoa. Yeah, that's a fast vehicle. Can I get up the hill? I have an idea. I'll turn off one-wheel drive and diff lock so it's easier to spin the wheels. Oh, and then I can... Well, that didn't help. What about all-wheel drive and not diff lock? Yay. Who knew turning off traction control could actually help you get up hills because the engine has to do less work. I guess I could have done low gear, but that's slow. I guess so is turning the hill into an ice skating rink. I know it seems like I've played this game before, but did you see that? Does that look like someone who's played the game before? I mean, I am pretty good at this, but... This section of the pipe network was damaged during the storm and needs to be replaced. Follow the pipes and find all the broken segments. I have an idea. What if I load pipes in the back? Because there's the steel pipes facility. Because if I'm finding broken segments, I'm probably going to have to repair them. So I'll just go here. And yeah. I'll get some scrap metal. Wait. In the last episode, I noticed this. Resources, and then you can look for blue things. Because it's blue up there. A few vehicles. What's that? If it's nothing, I'll have learned my lesson, but if it's something, well... then it's fine. And good. Oh, I have a compass at the top, and it also shows where flags are that I place. Probably not just flags, but other things. So, I'm going this way, going completely off-road, even though there's no need to. I'm just taking the most direct route I possibly can, saving on fuel. If you ignore all the fuel it took to get over this terrain, it's a save on fuel, mainly because I'm not counting half of the trip. Yeah, it's also shorter as the bird flies, but a bumpy route is longer than a flat route because of simple math. And when I say simple math, I don't mean simple math. I mean less simple math. And here is what is it? Is it a van? Yep, it's a van. It also looks stolen, which means that it counts as a wreck and I can steal it. And I should probably get my outriggers on the ground so that they can use their magical properties before picking something up. I'm pressing buttons. Why aren't you moving? There. Okay. The end. I have a solution. Bring out another vehicle. I know I could just pick up something lighter, but... Stop. It's the new thing that's unlocked. As of 4317 DL, I was just talking about you. And the Nota Allegro. That's next level. Maybe it'll have a better crane. This lift weight is 15 tons. Now this lift weight is 5 tons. Okay, so this is actually a better crane. And this has 6 tons of winch string. Okay, so that mill crane is just for small things. Do I have anything already? That's good. Yes, this. Details. No, like, winch strength, details on. Oh wow, it's very heavy. Yay! Just go straight down the road until you see a bright orange truck. You know, I could probably just do multiple runs, but this is fine, 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 insert the meme. Well, this is fast. How fast is it? How? I have a superpower to always know exactly where the speedometer was. How was I supposed to know that the speedometer was over there? Wow. Oh look, there's the vehicle, which is also half invisible. So it's not just because I know where everything is, viewers and commenters who don't exist yet. I can tell where that is, but I can also tell where this is. So, And if I'm doing the exact thing as in a tutorial, well, whoever made the tutorial obviously completed the game. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to make the rest of the tutorial. And if they completed the game, they'd know how to play the game. But the reason why I know how to play the game... I don't know why I know how to play the game. I just don't know. Wow. You idiot. Why doesn't towing mode work for wrecked vehicles? It's not like an AI wouldn't like sitting in there or anything. I'm joking, the vehicle's wrecked. How could it even steer properly? Never mind, the steering wheel's turning, I take that back. I take back my defeat. Cinematic trying to get out of this mud. Can he do it? Yes. It's just that this vehicle is slow and it looks like it's struggling all the time because it's slow. Ah, he's chasing me. What are you doing, Van? Wait. Oh yeah, I was supposed to deposit it down there. Wow, okay, I think I can tell why this has a score of 5 on weight. It's just acting like the van isn't there. Even though it's pulling it along the ground. And before you say, well, of course it's easy, it has wheels. Well, sometimes I'm not pulling it where the wheels want it to go. I'm just dragging it. And no, it's not a self-compliment if I'm complimenting the vehicle I'm driving. In a game. When I didn't even buy it. So I'm not even bragging about, oh look, I have a good car. Now, drive in there by yourself and disprove me. I'm joking. To steal pipes. Oh look. That's the vehicle I bought. Except it's blue. One moment. How do I make it blue? How do I paint my vehicles? How do I paint my vehicle? G. C for customization. Ooh, this is a good color scheme. I can always change it. What's it? Oh. What's this? I can't even see it. Nice, dark blue, light blue, every shade of blue. This is very blue. What's this blue? Green, yellow, orange, vomit, white, even more white, grey, Oh! There's also a vehicle over there. Vehicle over there. Wow. I only noticed these two vehicles and I thought, oh wow. Oh, okay. There's some background here. Wow. Just wow. Does that change? No, that's always orange. Just a coincidence. Okay. And that is how I changed the color of everything. No, it's not a tutorial because I didn't know it previously and I'm not just teaching it. I think the entire gimmick of this vehicle is that you can recall vehicles and then deployed vehicle truck, we call it. It uses a service token, but now it's over there. Why can't it move? Oh yeah, outriggers. I'll load both of these pipes. Because I'm going to need to replace at least one pipe, at least one more pipe after this, and I've already scouted one. And so... and it wants me to scout another one. Which location? Oh yeah, by the way, you can press 2 to cycle the target. Because that seems obvious to me, but it might not seem obvious to someone else. And no, I have not played this game before. Who knows, maybe I'm just saying it for the views, maybe I'm not, but I'm not going... but the more controversy there is in the comments, the better it is. And no, by the way, you are not recycling my service vehicle for scrap metal. There. Wow, it just... wow, it just really fits the... one moment? Wow, it just really fits the, aesthetic of this. You could hide it there, and then no one would even notice until they basically got really close to it. Wow. You probably wouldn't notice it until it unlocked or something. So, go out again. Okay. I am slightly more top-heavy now. I'll just put it in low gear. No, I won't. I'll put it in low gear if it starts struggling with engine power. Or something. First person. Not first person. What happened? Because there are more pipes on the rear wheels now. So without all-wheel drive, it can still get up the hill. Great. Particularly with stiff lock and... well, there's still enough pressure on the front wheels for them to turn, but not much. Wow. Because that does stall the engine now, but whatever. All-wheel drive, diff lock, and by the way, it didn't stall the engine, it just... the engine was slow. You know what? Maybe the Vaughan would be good, because this engine is tiny. And it's trying to pull an entire vehicle. Just because of the engine power, it's a problem. But maybe I'll get better later. And maybe I'll be happy with it in low gear because other vehicles will be so slow. Who knows? Drive. 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 Yay. I just followed the exact same route I used last time and got to this pipe without any markers or anything. Wow. Okay. That's a bit stuck. What if I strap cargo now? Oh, yes. Yay. Yeah, wait, what does... Yay! Crane camera mode. It's probably going to be better with bigger vehicles. Then I'll collect this for scrap metal. So I can recycle it for an actual... to help get actual pipes. Yay. Well, I did all that without outriggers. Maybe this is a good vehicle. Because it also has outriggers. So the fact that it was tilting doesn't... with that, doesn't really matter much. Of course, it only has... 5 tons of lift weight. You know, I think the units in this game are slightly wrong. Because... a ton is 1,000 kilograms. Imperial units, it's a ton. T-O-N, not a metric ton. T-O-N-N-E. Because they use imperial units, even though everything else in this game is metric. And I like metric. I do not like imperial. But... the fact that that's imperial when everything else is metric is probably worse than that being imperial when everything else is imperial. That reminds me of... I don't know. You have scouted all the places where pipe segments are damaged. Now you should utilize the steel pipe facility and restore the
did a number on the gas power plant. Let's find the breaches and patch them with the new pipe segments. Yep. You get to be a plumber now, too.
Yep. Okay. Oh, that's the vehicle in the background. Editor, zoom in on that. Wait. I keep forgetting to do this with photo mode, and then I end up getting an accept for the video. I should call this, fixing broken pipes in roadcraft. And this will be the thumbnail. But increase that. But then also increase the depth of... nah. Make everything good. Field of view. Oh, yes. Frames, letterboxing. Logo, Saber, roadcraft. That's good. And in the top left. Scale. Yes, all the way up. Then effects. Exposure. Oh, okay, this looks like what I see for half a second when I load it up at the start of a day. Brightness is different to exposure. Contrast all the way up. Brightness up. Exposure down. Just a little bit. And which filter? Oh, that hurts my... Okay, just this. Take the photo. It's frozen. Back. Yes. One moment, I'll just check if it successfully took the picture. Well, I'm not sure where the photo went. If not, I'll just get a random frame from the video as normal. Not random, it's chosen specifically based on an algorithm in YouTube. I'm not sure how the algorithm works, but yeah. Why did I keep driving? That was stupid. I make stupid decisions when I get distracted. Obviously, like anyone else also would. By the way, if your image quality goes all the way down at some point, it might have gone down in YouTube. Just press the icon in the top right and set it to whatever resolution you like instead of auto. But if auto is working for you, just keep it on auto. That works for any videos, not just my videos. It's not channel specific, it isn't video specific. It's just good to know. No. No. Go. Oh. There's a vehicle. No, oh, wait, no, he also wants to go up the ramp. Okay, I'll just test how heavy this vehicle is. Okay, it's good at pushing. That is a cargo truck, so it is also going to be good at pushing. Oh, there are sparks from the tracks. What if I do this and then the front wheels are just off the ground, so even though it turns them, who cares? Oh. And so then I also run into a wall. If I see a route failed thing, I'll know they are stupid. You know what? I have to watch this. Well, they know how to reverse, whether that's me pulling them or they do it by themselves. They can. Why does the back of this vehicle look like a huge fuel tank? I did see fuel in the difficulty options when editing the first video, so maybe it has a lot of range. Or maybe it just uses a lot of fuel and also stores a lot of fuel, and then even if fuel didn't exist, it would still have that huge fuel tank. Well, if fuel didn't exist, it wouldn't have the fuel tank, but if the fuel setting wasn't in the game, then it would still have the fuel tank because it uses so much fuel, and it would just be unrealistic for it to have a normal sized fuel tank. The front of this looks like a normal tracked vehicle, the sort where one track goes forward and the other one goes backward to turn. And then it's just modified. That also explains why I can't find it in the shop. And why, if you look at the controls, it's actually 2 sticks. What is my character like? Oh wow. That's going to be a great thumbnail. Wow. You know what, I probably won't use it as a thumbnail, but it is a good thumbnail. Now, this game is really intricately designed until you look at the soil graphics from close up. But other than that, it's really intricately designed, and who looks at soil graphics close up? When you're inspecting something, when you're inspecting something that closely, you're not normally zoomed in that, like you're not normally moving. And when you're zoomed out, that does actually look pretty realistic. There are nice charts and everything, it's just that when you zoom in, you realize that it's just pixels. I mean, I don't know how it would be better, but like, without overloading anyone's RAM, even if you had like 120 gigabytes or something, which these days is a lot, and by these days I mean the last 5 years. Where am I? There. What is this called? Carnlow Stranic. It's the Stranic. I like it. It's a nice vehicle. It's like a Scout. It has a winch. It's good with terrain, it doesn't focus on cargo or anything. Yeah. I guess it's more of a search and rescue vehicle, but that's a bit like a heavy... Oh yes, it's a field service vehicle. Okay. So scouts and field service vehicles, and then maybe also search and rescue vehicles, like the Nota Allegro. There you are, on your side, because you forgot to extend your outriggers. It's just good to know. No. You know what, in retrospect, it would have probably just pulled me over more. Wait, this is the first time I've flipped a vehicle in this game. If I remember correctly. I'm halfway through the second map. And I haven't, in an off-roading game about construction, and I haven't flipped a single vehicle. Oh yeah, I was pulling on that. Engine not running, so I can't cycle the target. What, does the engine need to be running so I can power the crane computer or something? Whoa! Vostok TK53 quad, adjustable plow. Enormous pulling power provides easy access to the grid. Wow. Okay, so it has a plow and a... well, it's...
Now, all we need to do is reconnect the town to the power grid.
So I just leave this here?
And while you're at it, here's a couple of things you can do to make life easier. This isn't essential, but if you want smooth sailing for the steel pipes to Ambala, a new road will help. If you can build the road, then you can send the convoy from the steel mill to Ambala. And another thing, the pipes south of the pumping station are damaged. If you can find the breach, patch it up. Then your sailing will be even smoother.
That road, it was probably just a side objective that got immediately completed because I'd already built it. Okay, build a road and send a convoy. That bug. Oh! It's a semi-truck, also known as an HGV. Oh, I do that. I should check that. No current things are running. Great. The reason why that's running is because it's just completed and... well, it's okay if it fails, and I assume a huge semi-truck is going to be stronger than an HGV is going to be stronger than an LGV, and the reason why I called it an LGV is because if H is heavy, then L is going to be light. And also it's about off-road, and this is an off-roading game, so L could also stand for L. By the way, what should I call that? What's the official name for it? It is a Wayfarer ST7050, and I need to reach level 5 to unlock it. Okay. Send it. And there is the Wayfarer ST75. Well, that failed. Says it failed there. How could it have possibly failed there? Answer, it didn't. Got hung up on the corner. What's that? It's a Voron 3372 carrying almost nothing, followed by a Wayfarer SC7050. And then the other one is an Azov 4317DL, and then the other one is a Mule T1. The van is a Nota Allegro, and the scout vehicle is an Armature Thunder. I think it says Armature Thunder SAR. Okay. This is actually an okay vehicle. What's it like inside? Normal? Yes. Those wheels. So, these wheels have some dirt in them. These wheels don't. Do they? No, they do actually. But are they driving wheels? Considering the Azov front wheels aren't driving wheels, I assume these driving wheels aren't. These front wheels aren't driving wheels. Because. Like, why would a bigger vehicle, like a bigger route vehicle, have, like, be better off-road? That just wouldn't make that much sense for me. I mean, it would make sense if I knew what the reason was. But from a game design perspective, I just don't personally understand. Oh, I leveled up. New vehicles. What did I get? Vostok TK53 quad. Still, new vehicles. Got it. Objectives. Main. Supply Ambala with electricity. Using this new vehicle, which I should probably plot a route for. Of course, I doubt you want to dig a trench through the road. Maybe start here. Go across here. Across here. And Any side objectives here? No. You know what? Why can't I just go along the road? But yeah, there's the power substation. So just continue here. Get on the road. I'm so close. Here. 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 I'm just saying here all over and over again. Feel free to skip ahead. I should have said that at the start. Don't skip ahead now. I'll just put it in as... Wait. Middle click makes my mouse disappear, and moving the mouse makes the screen spin anyway, instead. I'll just keep north up. If I go back here, the north is still up. Okay. So, enter. Nope, cable layer vehicles I use to connect locations to electrical grid. 1 to activate and deactivate it. Okay, activate. Engine not running. Cannot break this surface delay cable. Okay. Oh yes, this is one of those vehicles that stops one track. Well, the turning is reversed because I'm in reverse. Now, I can't adjust the plow and there's no winch. So all that stuff about towing power was a scam. Now here, it's red. Can't I, like, lay cables underground with an underground cable layer? Isn't that, like, the entire point? If I need that, I'll pour sand over it. It isn't much. What happens if I just do that? It's fine. What happens if I just do that? And it's red. And I've just done it on the road, not off the road. Defeats the entire purpose of only doing it in one of those places. If I do it in the... This is annoying. I'll just make this a time lapse because it's going to be really boring for you. And Kelly said this is all we need to do, and I think also based on the number that this is the last objective. So I'll assume that it is. What happens, just out of curiosity, if I disrupt you? Ouch. Great. Turns out I was correct. They are good off-road. It's probably it looks like a Land Rover. So yeah, it's an Armiger Thunder. Armiger Thunders are probably a Armiger Thunder SAR, and it's probably a Land Rover. It's based off a Land Rover. Is this cable infinite? Because it doesn't look like it's going down. Okay, it definitely moves at a different speed based on my movement. But is that based on my tracks or how quickly I'm actually moving? How quickly I'm actually moving. Oh yeah, by the way, there's an S-bend in the cable here, so if you ever need an induction cooktop, you know where to find one. If I try to turn, it turns off one of the tracks, which is bad for this. As power is restored, the town's lights steadily illuminate. They spread a bright and hopeful glow over the exhausted community. I was wondering how that would... Yeah. Yep. Things turn on one by one. I'm not a civil engineer, but according to my calculations, that should take...
Well, gosh, look at you go. You just brought a
approximately
whole
2
region back from the brink.
months.
I'll pass on the good news. You seem like you're a keeper. Well done.
Oh, look, there's that in the background. And then that. Wow. Return to hub will continue playing. Return to hub. Okay, and as you will be able to see, I have completed the entire, first 2 maps, and not even that. Either way, I can now go into Incommunicado and Sunken. And by the way, just so you know, I don't have the DLCs, so if you say some things like, oh, get this, it's available really early. No, it's part of the DLC, and I'm not going to get the DLC yet until I'm up to it, I guess. Or it's just really, yeah, wanted. Bye. I don't have an outro, so just bye.